It's week 2 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bears and the Seahawks, next on EA Sports.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Gardner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 22. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Fields rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Fields. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Heineke. That's caught over the middle by Fant. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 69 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Heineke. A good throw here, finding Pascal. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Throwing. Heineke. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Fields throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 77 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Here's Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown Bears. James O'Shaughnessy. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Heineke's throw taken in by Pascal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Heineke. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke, wide open receiver, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Heineke to throw it. They'll run the screen with Carson. Fights off the defender, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson escapes the defender, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Heineke on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Let's go.
Good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
This is the tight end fan. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's Carson. Fighting him off. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. For Chris Carson, I mean, he is a powerfully built back, and using that size and strength there to good advantage as he shakes free of a would-be tackler. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. That time a 9-play drive, and it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. Here's Dante Pettis on the return, and he'll be stopped up at the 25.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st down, Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That one caught out wide by Julio. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Sliding out of the pocket. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. Play action. It's Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Santos' kick is up and through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On third down, Carson finding room at the 30. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. 107 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. First down, Heineke. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Good work, boy. Let's go.
So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Heineke now. Escaping the pressure right. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick here is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we reach halftime with a visiting. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. And with the day he's having as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he can.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. They'll toss it out to Carson. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect at setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. This is Carson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second and 11 now.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
They run it with Carson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Heineke from the gun on 3rd down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Heineke. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw is Heineke. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Montgomery. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. To throw is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and 7, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Touchdown! David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Heineke. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 1st down, Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the 50, here's Fields. And he finds Gronk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 31, Fields. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, it's Montgomery. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they'll get this down to the 10.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Montgomery. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fant. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Heineke's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton.
That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle him almost on the...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Dante Hightower. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now Heineke on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Baby, this ain't good enough for us.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Just keeping the play alive. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
They're throwing it on 1st down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a 1st down.
Looking to throw, Heineke. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to lump nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. 2nd and 16. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be